Can you imagine being sentenced to prison for collecting rainwater on your own property? It sounds like a far-fetched tale, doesn't it? But it's not. This is the real-life story of Gary Harrington, an Oregon resident who found himself in the crosshairs of the law for doing just that. In a world where conservation is a buzzword and self-sufficiency is highly valued, Gary's story is a stark reminder of the fine line between personal freedom and state regulation. Gary Harrington, an average American, was living his life in Oregon, engaging in a practice quite common among farmers and those who champion self-sustainability, collecting rainwater. He had 3 reservoirs on his property, storing and using the water that fell freely from the sky. However, his seemingly innocuous practice landed him in hot water. The state of Oregon has stringent laws about water rights and usage. According to these laws, all water is publicly owned, and thus Gary was seen as illegally storing and using the public's water. The situation escalated and Gary found himself facing legal charges. The case drew widespread attention, with many viewing it as an alarming infringement on personal rights. However, the state stood firm, arguing that laws are essential to prevent misuse and ensure fair distribution of resources. Finally, in a court ruling that shocked many, Gary was sentenced to 30 days in prison and fined more than $1,500. He was also ordered to release the water stored in his reservoirs. Gary's story highlights the tension between individual rights and resource management. It raises questions about the extent of state power and the freedom of individuals to harness natural resources. It's a story that resonates with environmentalists, farmers, and anyone who values self-sustainability. In the end, the plight of Gary Harrington serves as a potent reminder of the delicate balance that must be maintained between personal freedom and the collective good. His case has sparked debate and drawn attention to the complex issues surrounding water rights and conservation. As we navigate the path towards a sustainable future, stories like Gary's remind us of the nuanced challenges we must address. So, the next time it rains and you marvel at the droplets cascading from the sky, remember Gary Harrington and his tale of rainwater, reservoirs, and regulations.